passions impact the world. When I was a young girl, I was constantly being asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? Before I had the chance to share my dreams of being a scientist or an astronaut, I was silenced by assumptions that the only thing a young girl like me would want to be was a princess or a Barbie. Like many little girls, I did not always have the chance to share my true aspirations because I was female and females were expected to be dainty and delicate. As I grew older, I took an interest in politics, especially women's rights. I jumped at the chance to share my passion for gender equality and feminism with anyone who would listen. But to my dismay, my opinions were always disregarded without a second thought because I was a girl. I found myself having to constantly prove my worth just to be taken seriously. Despite extensive knowledge on a social issue, my opinions were still seen by men and even boys my own age as adorable or cute, as if I was not even a real human being with real thoughts and real ideas. Well, I was told, it's not a woman's place to talk about politics. The equally valid opinions of my male peers were encouraged and even rewarded by society. It is important that I let my passion for feminism impact the world because young girls speaking out for equality is necessary to the success of the next generation. From the minute we are born in today's society, we have gender roles thrust upon us. We are expected to conform to these binaries no matter how restrictive of our true selves they may be. As famous Nigerian speaker and feminist Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie said, "The problem with gender is it prescribes how we should be, rather than recognizing how we are." Boys are told that they need to be masculine. They are told that to achieve masculinity, they must hide their emotions, be physically tough, and successful in their professions. While this idea of masculinity is harmful towards men, it is even more harmful towards girls. Boys are expected to be successful in their academics and in their careers, but if a woman is too successful, she is seen as a threat to the man. To reinforce this idea, white women are paid 77 cents to every white man's dollar, and the gender wage gap gets even larger for women of color. Girls are expected to partake in traditionally feminine activities. They are expected to know how to cook, clean, take care of a home, and raise children on their own. They are told a woman's place is in the kitchen, yet in a pool of 10 chefs, only 3 are women. It is these kinds of double standards and institutionalized sexism that will affect girls throughout their entire lives. Girls grow up with aspirations just like boys. But how are we supposed to tell our daughters they will be paid significantly less than a man doing the same job? How are we supposed to tell our daughters they will always be seen as fragile and weak, no matter how many times they prove their strength? How do we tell them that around the world their sisters are dying for the right to an education? How are we supposed to tell our daughters that as we speak, their basic human rights are being debated in government buildings by men? Why is it that in the 21st century, we will have to explain to the next generation of girls that they will be criminalized for their success, that they will be thought of as inherently guilty, that they will be judged for their every move? In everything they do, women are bombarded by double standards. If a man is assertive in the workplace, he's considered the boss, but if a woman acts the same way, she's considered bossy. Girls are expected to grow up and aspire to be married and have a family, and are expected to shape their entire lives around this so-called goal. They are told from the minute they are born that boys don't like it when they do something, but boys are never told to change what they do to suit the likes of girls. Around the world, especially in the Middle East, women are dying just for their right to an education. At the age of 15, Malala Yousafzai was shot in the head for boarding a bus to go to school. She lived in an area of Pakistan where a terrorist organization called the Taliban banned girls from getting an education and threatened to kill any female that tried. Malala is now healed and travels around the world as a speaker and advocate for the education of females. No matter how many times society tries to set back girls in terms of rights, education, jobs, or social status, passionate women will continue to fight. They will pave the way for the next generation of girls so that they may someday live a life completely equal to men. America has made some strides, but we still have a long way to go, and the passion of the next generation can take us there. My passion for feminism may seem like it cannot make a difference in the present world, but it is a key piece to completing the jigsaw puzzle that will mean equality between all genders. Women are not just mothers and sisters and daughters. They are scientists, doctors, innovators, and everything more. Despite what society tells us, girls are strong and smart and brave, and in the battle for equality, they will one day emerge victorious. Thank you.